Hey folks, welcome back to Oz Biker. Thanks for tuning in. I thought this is a way better backdrop and it suits this bike. It's super sexy. It's the 25 Ducati Streetfighter V4S. As you can see, man, what a bit of art. This is one beautiful motorbike. Wow. I really like the look of this bike. It's sensational. And some of the things of this video to start with is going to be my impressions. I've ridden it once, but this is going to be my impression of owning it for only 200 kilometers. I'm still running it in, so I've got to keep the revs up and down. That's the way I do it. I've done a few heat cycles on the bike before I rode it, 3 of them to be honest with you, getting it up to full temperature, and then this before I even ride it, and then let it totally cool to staying cold and doing it again 3 times, and then I'll go for a ride. Some of the things I've done to it, guys, just to let you know, is the bar end mirrors, and I used the standard bar weights, and they're the Moto Gadget aluminium mirrors without any glass in them. They're awesome. I've got them on all my bikes. I've also done the slimline blinkers, the EvoTech radiator guards, the tail tidy, EvoTech tail tidy, and the Akrapovic'Max slip-on system. Now, and it's got the tune. Now this bike's doing 220 horsepower. It'll be interesting to see when I run it in there. I'll put it on a dyno to find out what it's actually doing to the rear wheel. But it'd have to be doing, I don't know, 215, something like that, or 210 to the rear wheel at least. The Newton meters on this is 120, but I tried to find everywhere I could what the Newton meter increase was with the pipe, but lo and behold, I couldn't find it anywhere. If you know what it is, guys, put it in the comment. I couldn't find it, but I would say definitely it would have to go from 120 to 125, because this is super torquey. But what a sexy looking bike. I'll give you a listen to it, and also got the SP phone mount as well. I had the 21 model, and I'll tell you the differences I feel with this to that. And but here we go. Mate, that sounds amazing. It really does. Look how sexy this piece of art is. The MV is a bit of art, and Ducati seem to do the same. They've nailed it with this. Look at that. It sounds amazing. I love the Pirelli Corsa tyres that are on these. I'll probably go to the SPs when these wear out. Let's jump on and I'll go for a ride, and I'll give you my honest thoughts of what this is like, even compared to the BMW M Sports that I've got, the MV Agusta Assens, how I compare this with that. Good to be able to open it up a little bit, but to start with, we'll go with how comfortable the bike is. It is definitely a better, more comfortable than the BMW 23 M Competition single arse, and the 24, the new one, the 25 is pretty well exactly the same in riding position. It's the BM's a little bit more flat, where this is more upright, and It feels really nice. Your arms are just nice and loose, and there's no weight at all on your arms. There's a lot more room in the seat. You can actually, more so than what the 21 had, you can actually slide up and down the seat. That's what I've noticed. These are the things that I've noticed just doing those kilometres that I've done, 200 or 300 kilometres. A lot of that's been through twisties. As you can see, everywhere up here is twisties. Thank you, God, for bringing me here. And so even going downhill here, the way the tank is and your legs tuck into it, you just lock your legs in and all the weight, here we go, downhill and backing off. I've got full engine brake and there's no effort at all. It is so comfortable. It really is. The seat's comfortable. My legs are comfortable. I'm 5'10". I don't feel cramped at all. I feel like I can just move on the bike anywhere I want to. The BMW is nice for that as well, but you're more leaning forward and there's a bit more weight on your wrist. That's a comfortable bike too, guys. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm just being a little bit critical because I own both bikes, so I can, and I like both bikes, but I'm just being straight a shooter. No bullshit on this, my thoughts. Where some of the review guys get paid to doing shit, where I don't get anything. And I hope you like the video and you subscribe and give the video a like to help my channel out. Then drop a comment with anything that you want to know about this. It is the brakes, back onto the comfortable side of it. It feels so easy to get off the bike and lean through corners. It's so easy to move around on. It doesn't feel, you don't feel tight or restricted in any way. So comfort wise, beautiful. The only thing I reckon Ducati should do is sort out the cruise control if you put a pipe on it. As I said, you can get cruise control for this bike, but as soon as you put a pipe on, it doesn't work for some stupid reason. No idea why, but hopefully Ducati sort that problem out, because I really like cruise control. I've got heated grips coming with it as well, and I think truly that Ducati should make that a standard feature on this bike. Okay, sacrifice a fuel gauge, guys. It is what it is. They reckon they can't do it because of the tank, but cruise control, it should be just part and parcel, like the BMs. Like even coming down here, when I can take my hands off, I can take my hands off this and I don't feel any, my knees just tuck in, that's a better way of saying it, and you don't feel, oh shit, I've got to really hold on, because your knees and legs, just the way the tank is. So in comfortability of the bike, it's probably definitely better than the MV and definitely better than BMW. So this has a tick 100% for how comfortable the bike is. Now we'll go into the rideability of the bike, because I've heard some guys on the reviews saying this thing, the V4, has got too much power for around streets and stuff like that, where I don't think it has, and that's my honest opinion. I believe that the way this bike is, with what I've experienced so far, mate, you can lug this without any issues at all. like, just to give you an idea, I'll be cruising right now in second gear. I'll go to third. Oh, there's a car behind me. I'll just get out of his road and I'll turn down here. No cars, right. I'll go into fourth gear to say now. As you can see, fourth gear, just over 2,000 RPM. Mate, no delay whatsoever. So you can cruise in fourth gear doing 2,000 kilometres, and we're doing 2,000 kilometres, look around there, 37 kilometres an hour. Right, accelerate, no worries at all. I'll go up a gear now, into fifth, doing 2,000 kilometres an hour, and we're doing 37 kilometres. That's 2,000. A little bit chuggy, but without an issue, just pulls away. Try sixth. Alright, we'll get down to 2,000. We're doing 40 kilometres an hour, so you'll be in a 40 kilometre an hour school zone in top gear. Just pull straight away. So, out the window. With that they're no good around town. This is magic. Also, doing 2,000 kilometres an hour, going down through my gears. Quick shift is amazing on this. Way better than what the 21 was. Back down to fourth. No accelerator. Third. Second. Try first. This is where you have problems. There we go, first. Change up. We're doing 2Ks, so 2 kilometres an hour, so we're only talking what it's like around town, right? There we go, third, fourth, fifth, you can see the gears down there, sixth. Pull away a little bit chuggy, but it pulls away no issue at all. So, another tick for being able to ride it around town. In corners for rideability, it is, mate, fucking lush. My honest opinion, before I did this suspension, now the BMW, this is still a little bit probably better than the BM because of the high profile tyres. It tips in a lot easier. The MV's on par with the suspension on this, on that, because they're Rollins as well, where this is the New Orleans. This may be just that little bit better. But going through these corners here, absolutely no issue at all. It feels so flickable, truly. Only go to 7,000 RPM, and it is so easy to go through corners. It's such a pleasure to ride this thing. I'm thinking it's coming to be one of my favourite bikes, apart from this and the MV. The MV's handles absolutely beautiful. This sounds amazing too. The way I've got this set up at the moment is, what am I in? Road Evo, okay? I'll go into Sports Evo, and the way you change your sports and all that sort of stuff, hold that button in, guys, click it again, it goes to Wet Evo. Click it again, you can do this on the fly, it goes to exit, race evo, which is set up for racetrack, and then you can go into the parameters of that. And sports evo, you want to go into sports evo, for example, hold your finger on the button, flashes, back off throttle, you're in sports evo. For example, again, I'll just show you, go through, road evo, want it on road evo, hold the grey button in, back off throttle, you're in road evo again. I'll go into sports evo now. I've got sports set up, it is full power, minimal wheelie control on number 1, maximum engine braking, which I like on all my bikes. I always have it as maximum, and minimal traction control. But look how smooth this is going through corners. Okay, I'm not pepping it because I'm on the road, but mate, this is so easy. It's compared to the 21, this out handles it hands down, guys. It's a different handling bike, trust me. I didn't like the 21 at all. This I love. It is so direct, so much feedback in the front end. Just feels amazing. Some of the corners I used to go through on the 21, I felt a bit etchy, where on the weekend I went through the same corners and it felt, oh mate, on par, if not, well, I believe probably a bit better than the MV and a touch better than the BMW now that I've done the springs. Prior, it would have shit all over the BMW standard front forks and that. The rear forks on the rear suspension on the BM is nice, but front forks, gone. Like this sort of corner, you're just coming into it, it's beautiful. Power out of it, it's, mate, handles like a dream. Vibration wise as well, guys, this is nowhere near as vibrating as the BMWs. They're very buzzy. I'm not knocking the BM, trust me, or the MV, but this, through the bars, way less vibration. Like, I haven't even got pussy grips on this, and my hands aren't one bit numb. Where if I was on the Beamer, my hands would be numb. Mate, this handles so well. Wow-wee, it's absolutely beautiful. So handling wise, it's probably up there as one of my best handling motorbikes. The wind, it feels a lot more stabler in the front end compared to the Beamer. The Beamer's got a tendency to have a bit of a head shake, especially when you're doing higher speeds or you're coming into bumpier conditions. So this is beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, that's where I find this is very, very stable in the front end, and which I never got from the 21 model. I don't know if it's the suspension. I had problems with the suspension on that. We could never get the 21 right. All the different forks, but just different bike altogether now, this with the twin swing arm, which I prefer anyhow. The MV is single swing arm. It's a lot more rigid of a bike. You can tell where this has got a little bit of flex, and even though I'm not pushing it, but through some of the weekends we went through some pretty tight twisties. Tom and Nicky, the guys on the BM that you always see on my videos, that are in front, and I'm usually videoing, and we went through some pretty tight stuff, and it felt so, I don't know, flexible is the right way of saying it. It just felt so much feedback. It was incredible. I really enjoyed it. I even brought it up with Tom. I wish I could open it up just that little bit, have a bit of fun.
Hey guys, one thing I haven't brought up about the bike is the heat. The reason I haven't is because there is no heat. Trust me, this bike is cool as. My 21, I could feel a little bit of heat on my bum, but this is beautiful. Cool as. So it's a definite pass on that.
I can't say too much about what it's like with fuel economy and all that sort of stuff, guys. I'm not right up, and I really don't care about that sort of stuff. I just ride the bike. When it's done about 200 k's, I always stop and fill up anyhow. So I'll come down here, I'll take my hands off. I won't worry about that, I've already done that. So you can see what this bike's like. If you're thinking on one of them, I would definitely look at it. I've heard some guys say go the V2, but mate, I could not ride that bike. I prefer to have more power than I can ride it like a 125 or a 1100 if I want. Where the V4, I'd find it a little bit gutless, to be honest with you. Pushing 120 horsepower. They reckon, I've spoke to some of the dealers, they're having problems selling them because of the drop in horsepower. And they're saying they're good around town. Well, you seen what this is like, chugging along. Absolutely beautiful. Handling wise, love it. So, what else could I say? It's really hard to say because I can't take the bike to a track or anything now at the moment to be able to exploit the power of it and really feel it. But for what I can say, riding at about 7,000, 6,000 RPM on it, it is a beautiful bike to ride, absolutely beautiful. The brakes are sensational, the front end is sensational, the quick shifter is amazing. As you could see, going through the gears, going that slow, going down gears, that's where bikes have a lot of problems, where this was no issue at all. So realistically, that's my thoughts, guys, on this beautiful bike. If you've enjoyed the video, I'd love I'd really like it if you would give the video a like and maybe drop a comment. I love chatting to you from all over the world, and maybe even think of subscribing, because there's going to be another one coming to the stable as well. I think I've got a problem, and it's called buying motorbikes. Work my guts out, make as much as I can and buy motorbikes. That's my life, and I enjoy it so much. But thank you guys for tuning in. As I always say, ride safe, stay safe, and I definitely will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Cheers, guys.